by Graham Slattery and James Oliphant. Sioux City, Iowa. A school in Iowa, where Republican nominating contest for U.S. presidential election begins next week, has sparked prayers among those seeking party's nomination. But no major policy proposals have emerged among top candidates. In the incident, a sixth grader was killed and 5 people were injured when a 17-year-old student opened fire on the first day of classes after winter break, law enforcement officials said. Florida Governor Ron DeSantis, who is a close fight for second place in Iowa with former UN Ambassador Nikki Haley, said in an interview with NBC News and the Des Moines Register newspaper that officials have a responsibility to create safe environments at the school, but the federal government probably will not lead this effort. He added later interview that if he were president, he would sign a bill that would eliminate the Bureau of Alcohol, Tobacco, Firearms and Explosives, which plays key role in regulating guns. America. The candidates' reactions underscored how much gun ownership rights enshrined in the Second Amendment to the U.S. Constitution are valued by Republican caucus-goers in conservative Iowa. Most candidates vehemently oppose any effort to regulate guns and routinely dismiss calls for greater gun control in the wake of mass as attempts to politicize the tragedies. Vivek Ramaswamy, who participated the fourth poll Iowa, said a statement that he canceled a campaign event Perry, where the school took place, and turned it into prayer and conversation. Haley expressed her sympathy for social media platform X, formerly known as Twitter. No parent, student, or teacher should wake up to news of a school, he wrote. My heart aches for the victims and the entire community in Perry, Iowa. Former President Donald Trump, who appears ready to face President Biden in November elections and is the clear frontrunner, has not commented publicly on incident. Here are other takeaways from the campaign process. Trump's campaigns by proxy. Donald Trump's campaign Wednesday night held one of the biggest events of this January's Iowa presidential caucuses, and the Republican leader wasn't even there. Hundreds of the former president's supporters packed into a convention center in Sioux City, braving bitter temperatures and downpours to hear South Dakota Gov. Kristi Noem speak on Trump's behalf. Many attendees were decked out in head-to-toe Trump attire, while vendors outside sold items from Trump t-shirts to stickers and keychains. Trump is scheduled to host 8 events in person ahead of the convention on Jan. 15. This is a small number compared to other candidates. DeSantis held 4 events on Wednesday alone. Instead, Trump is relying on his allies. In addition to Noem, Fairlight Rep. Marjorie Taylor Greene and Eric Trump, one of President's sons, also hosted events in the eastern part of state on Thursday. Trump's former housing secretary, Ben Carson, will host an event next